Ladies and gentlemen, Willie D Live is done. It has been suspended, and I suspect that this channel is done permanently because he has had several strikes in the past, and I'm pretty sure that this channel is permanently done. This is a message for Willie D. Stop trying to act like you are instrumental in the fight against racism and white supremacy. You're only doing what you have done, which is nothing, for the money. If we reflect back to anything that you have did that you call fighting against white supremacy or racism, we can't see or think of anything that you have actually did action-wise that has even put a dent in the prevention of racism or white supremacy. But we can think of how many times you begged for money. We can think of and show people the actual tangible evidence of you in the comment section on every video begging for money. Begging for money, begging for money, begging for money. It's the first comment that they see. Join the movement. And now on his spare channel, he has did this the same exact way. Join the movement by giving me some money. Family, I need some money. Every last one of them. Notice how they call you family when they begging for money. This nigga's supposed to be worth millions of dollars. But yet, he is worried about you giving him $5. There's something wrong with that statement, isn't it? He's worth millions, but yet he's worried about you giving him $5. You already have the money for the movement. So do what's necessary now that you already have the money, since you are worth millions, and take that money and prevent racism, prevent white supremacy. And I'm not saying that he can do it by himself, but with a sizable amount of money, it can be a hell of a start toward the prevention of these things. Use your fucking fame to get others on board, other celebrities on board, and actually do something besides collect money and talk about every bad thing that happens every single fucking day. They have an endless supply of things to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Endless supply, because they know that something bad happens every fucking 5 minutes in this world. So they can just pick and choose what they want to talk about today. And on that same video, beg you for money. So you actually giving them money because they having a conversation about something that you already know about. They expect you to give them money for simply talking about something bad that is taking place. We don't care who talks about it. We don't care who reports the fucking news, period. The problem is we need to stop it from happening in the first place. That's the movement. To stop it from happening, not to talk about it. Well, I'm just making people aware. We are already aware. We've been aware ever since we were born. We don't need any more awareness. What we need is prevention. And prevention takes action. Not begging for money. Oh, listen, I need $5. I need $10. Join the movement. Join the movement. Join the movement. And you join the movement and the movement goes nowhere. This sucker trying to pay his fucking bills because he is fucking broke. That's what it is. You still gonna mess around with YouTube even though they terminated you. And you claim that you don't need YouTube. You claim that you're worth millions of dollars. So why did you almost immediately start to try to build up this extra channel that you had hanging around? Just like Tariq Nasheed did. And he said the same thing. I don't need YouTube. I'll get my own website. Where's the website at, Tariq Nasheed? Teresa? Where's the fucking website at, nigga? You said you didn't need YouTube. But yet, hell, you got 5 and 6 fucking channels. Not to mention just one, you got 5 fucking different channels. Not to need YouTube, because you know, if you don't use YouTube, you can't make any money. So therefore, you're going to try to ride this motherfucker until the wheels fall off. But I got news for you. The wheels are falling off. They're going flat. You're going nowhere. Each and every one of you. This is a warning to every one of you frauds out there. You're done. One by one, you're done. I tried to explain this to you, but you didn't listen. You didn't listen because you didn't believe it. You didn't want to believe it. Because you're desperate. Because you need this. You really need this. Every single one of these fucking bums that create videos every day, they need this. Make no mistake. Don't listen to them tell you that they don't need it. When they're going extra hard to create videos every fucking day. When they're going extra hard trying to beg you for money every single fucking day. Going live begging you for super chat money. Come on, man. But you're worth millions. You don't need YouTube, right? Is that what it is? Is that the truth? Or is that a fucking lie? It's fucking cyber bums begging. Every channel that you go to is a fucking beggar. Not a one of these fucking sodomites has ever did anything that we can call work against racism or white supremacy. Tariq Nasheed, he just runs his mouth about the shit, man. Talks about all the bad. Well, we had another brother that was slain today. He made sure to talk about the black female that had her throat cut by that fucking redneck ass, pussy coward ass fucking white supremacist. Not a suspected white supremacist, but a white supremacist. I tried to warn you about that also too. See, just creating videos, how is that stopping people from being murdered, huh? These people consider Willie D and Tariq Nasheed to be heroes. But your fucking heroes, they can't even save your life. They can't even protect you. So why are you giving them money, huh? You need to really rethink your position on this. Why are you giving them money in the fucking first place? They can't protect you. And you know what? Listen to this. Even if they could, they wouldn't, because they don't care, because their agenda is something else entirely. It's to get your money. They don't care who dies out here and who lives. Just as long as something happens bad that they can fit into their narrative, they can talk about it, and then on that same video, they can beg you for some money. See, they make you feel depressed and sad about this sad information. And somehow it compels you to give money, because giving them money symbolizes, well, you know what? I don't want this to happen again, so I better give Tariq Nasheed $50 that he's requesting, so maybe this won't happen again. But I got news for you. It's not going to stop it from happening again. You giving that nigga $50 isn't going to stop another murder from happening. And it may be your kids next time. Might even be you yourself. You better get prepared, because we are at war out here. Didn't I tell you that these different organizations that hate us, they put the word out last year that they would be doing random killings. I warned you about this. Even before they put that statement out. And it was in the fucking chatter all around the fucking world. I warned you about it. I said, you know what? They're gearing up for something. Protect yourselves. Listening to Tariq Nasheed or Willie D, that's not protecting yourself. I'm sorry. It's not. You may think that it is, but it isn't. It's not preparing you for the fucking war that has already started out here. Stop giving these niggas money. Jesus Christ. You don't know a con artist when you see him? You don't know a con artist when you hear him? Look at all the... Look at what they haven't done. Look at what they haven't done. I just can't believe you people. I just really can't believe you right now. Over and over again, you're being fooled. Being taken fast. And it's like you enjoy it. It's like you enjoy it. It's like you will never catch on to this fucking game that these punks are playing, that these fucking cowards are playing. They lie to you. They put your mind at ease, and it makes you feel more comfortable in giving them money when they start talking like this. Well, I'm worth millions, so I don't need this money. So I don't know what keyboard musician is talking about because I don't need this money. If you don't need it, then stop asking for it. Why do you beg for it every day if you don't need it? That doesn't make any sense. It's like a bum putting out a statement to everybody that comes in contact with him or her saying, I don't need this. But yet you see that bum begging every fucking day. Then why are you begging then? Is that just a fucking hobby? I just beg because, I'm bored, I don't need it, but, hell, what the hell? That's what it sounds like to me. These are fucking idiots that's robbing idiots. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you got to do better than this. You got to do better than this. You have to do better than this. I mean, your life depends on it now. You're being murdered out here every fucking day now. For no fucking reason. You could be the next fucking target. And you want to talk to me about Tariq Nasheed? You want to have a conversation about Willie fucking D? Brother Polite, the red pill and the blue pill? These niggas are out on the street every day begging. But what are they doing to fight against white supremacy and racism? And don't tell me, well, they handed down knowledge. Apparently this knowledge isn't doing anything. How long have they been handing out this so-called fucking knowledge to you? For over 20 years. And no change, no results, no change, no results, no change, and no results. So then common sense tells you, move on. These niggas, they can't do anything for you except take your fucking money. I'm surprised they lasted this long. Nothing short of amazing. Year after year taking your fucking money. And that Tariq Nasheed is gearing up to beg for more money concerning yet another documentary. But it's people out here being murdered. And somehow he's going to fit this in to make you feel guilty if you don't give him money. Oh, see, if you don't give me $50 toward my documentary, then maybe you next. This is how he make you feel. He makes you feel guilty if you don't give him money. This nigga, let me let you in on a fucking secret. This nigga's not fighting against white supremacy. Neither does he care about anybody being murdered because of white supremacy. He cares about the money that you give to him. Everything that he does concerns fucking money. But he is the only one that benefits from it at the end of the day. No one else. And you don't find that peculiar. You don't find that to be just a little fucking fucked up. This man is supposed to be fighting against something. Willie D is supposed to be fighting against something. But yet, he's fighting every day to beg you for money to go toward his bills so he can live comfortable. And all he ever gives you the next day and the next day and the next day is another sad fucking story for you to feel guilty about. And then give him even more money than you did the previous day. They search for the saddest stories that's out there. You notice that? And if anything goes viral, shit. You can bet somebody all the money that you possess and you would win. That they are going to talk about it. Even before you even get wind of any video concerning that fucking topic. You don't have to be a psychic to guess, yeah, this nigga's going to talk about this. I guarantee you he is. Because it's viral. To bring you to his channel. See, Willie D, he's crying his eyes out right now. He's going through the 5 stages of grief. He already went through the anger part. Now he's sad because he got to start all back over again. And most importantly, in the connection to his channel being terminated, see that the AdSense stopped also too. Then you got to start all back over. And guess what? You can't even start earning money until you reach 4,000 views and a certain amount of subscribers. They have changed the game. I told you some changes were on the way, but that's just the little small changes. That's just the little small changes. You wait until the contract is completely up, completely finished. I'm telling you, they already terminating channels right now. But when that time comes, it's going to be like a whirlwind, like a tornado coming through. Channel after channel terminated. I'm included. I don't leave myself out. I'm telling you, this is bigger than me, okay? This is bigger than my distaste for this fucking fraud game that these motherfuckers are playing. It's bigger than me. It's much larger than me. And I've been trying to get you to understand that there's a storm on the way, and you better be prepared for it. These people are not playing. The war has already started. These organizations, they have already sworn to kill every last one of us. It has fucking started. It's war out there on the streets right now. So you better act like that we at fucking war. I'm not saying go out there and kill innocent people. I'm not saying do something fucking stupid. I'm merely saying prepare your fucking self. Be on guard. Something looks suspicious. It's not your paranoia. It's not that you're fucking paranoid. There's something going on. Things that we used to consider strange and, well, that's strange and unusual. So, you know, I'm used to that. So I'm not going to really pay too much attention to it. Now you have to pay close attention to that shit now. Because that could be another situation that involves you this time. And everything that's happening, notice, people are losing their lives over this fucking shit, man. This female had no idea that she would be murdered. That this man would try and fucking murder her. You better take heed to this situation. Man, listen, some of you will not even wake up even after this. You won't. You won't. You will continue trying to give your money to Willie D and fucking Tariq Nasheed and the red pill and the blue pill. And then they want to host these fucking lectures and they're $50 a fucking piece. Get the fuck out of here. After that lecture, what has fucking changed for our communities and our neighborhoods and our fucking families? What has changed for you as an individual? Not to mention your families, not to mention other people that look like you. So then what's the reason listening to them lecture about the same shit over and over and over again? And then give them $50 a watt for it. What's the fucking point? Ain't shit changing. Do you understand? Do you comprehend what I'm trying to get through to you? Nothing is changing. After that lecture, nothing is going to change. The only thing that's changing is you don't have $50 anymore. You gave it to them. Their situation gets better and yours becomes worse. You see how the cycle continues to have you not benefiting from anything, but they start to increase their revenue. They start to increase their situations, their living arrangements. They even brag and boast about it. And where do you think they're getting the money from? They're getting it from you. They're getting it from you. And you can't even understand that. You're too fucking pig-headed, hard-headed to listen to someone like me telling you these people are ripping you off. And that's a fact, Jack. You can get mad at me all you want to. You can be angry at me and report me to YouTube and do everything that angry people do. But it's still the truth at the end of the day. You can't change that fact. No matter what you do, no matter what you don't do, you can't change the truth. The truth is the truth is the truth. And I feel sorry for you because you don't want to take heed to the damn truth. There's so much that's going on out here that is a reminder. You know what? Keyboard musician is right now, and you need to be paying attention to him and take heed to the information. Stop giving your money to these fucking fools. That's number one. Stop paying any attention to them. You gave them 20 years of your attention, and nothing has changed. Common sense tells you, walk away. They They can't do anything to change anything. That much is true because, hey, 20 years of nothing. All the lectures, all the documentaries, Tyreek Nasheed make me sick with that fucking bullshit, man. I'm coming out with another documentary. Yeah, this is going to be Hidden Colors 5. 5 different parts talking about the same bullshit. Black history, slavery. Black history, slavery. It has gotten you nowhere. You can have all the knowledge that he will ever give you for a fucking lifetime, and nothing still won't change in your life. The only way things are going to change is you commit yourself to action. That's when things start to fucking change. You have to do more than just listen to a fucking video, man. You have to do more than listen to a fucking lecture and give them money all the while. And notice everything that they do, you got to pay them for it. Lecture, $50. YouTube video, you're helping them to make money through the AdSense fucking program. When they want to create these documentaries, they beg you for the money to help them create it. And it doesn't take $100,000 to create a fucking simple rated fucking B movie documentary. Doesn't take $100,000 for that fucking bullshit, man. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. That low budget bullshit? And you mean to tell me that he spent $100,000 on Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? I mean, really? You don't even believe that yourself. You don't. I bet you one thing. You start being curious about this and you start asking questions, he won't answer one fucking question related to any of this. I can guarantee you that. He will never answer any question. Because you know why? Because he is a cheat. He is a liar. It never cost any amount of money at all to create that fucking bullshit. Besides gas to get to one location to the fucking next. Umar Johnson admitted he was never fucking paid for being interviewed for Hidden Colors, what? Hidden Colors Part 1 or Part 2? One of those fucking bullshit ass fucking Hidden Colors. He was never fucking paid. So the rest of them, they were never paid either. Somehow he persuaded them, listen, I just want to ask you some questions because I look up to you. And he made them feel good about themselves. And he belittled himself only for a little while to capture and record the interview hours. You understand? Anything so that he wouldn't have to pay them for it. So he didn't have to pay them, so the cost is still at zero. Okay? The only person that he might have paid was the person that actually edited this low budget ass fucking bullshit. And I can only imagine, how much money did you actually pay him for that low budget ass shit? What, $100? A case of beer and a fucking pack of cigarettes? Probably less than that. A 6-pack. You actually believe that bullshit cost $100,000? I mean, you gotta be kidding me. He found a way to beg you for a large sum of money, and it worked. It worked. He collected that money. It's in the bank. He can pay his fucking bills for a whole nother year now. When that runs out, guess what? I already talked about this. He'll create another documentary. Thus, 5 different parts, 5 different times he begged for $100,000. That's $500,000. $500,000 going toward writing documentaries. $500,000 could have went toward so many other things that were actually important. Just maybe that money could have prevented our sister from having her throat cut. In some way, in some kind of way. I keep thinking about that. If that money was put towards something that is actually helping, these documentaries, you can look at them 100 times a day. It's not going to change your fucking life. When you go look for a fucking decent job that's paying enough so that you can take care of your family, and they don't hire you, what you gonna do? Talk about Tyreek Nasheed's movie? Well, I saw Hidden Colors 5 and Tariq Nasheed told me that I should demand you to hire me. They're going to kick your ass out of that fucking job and you still won't be hired. So how is that shit helping? When a white supremacist targets you to murder you, what you going to do? Talk about the fucking movie? I just saw Hidden Colors 5. You cannot murder me, sir. You see how silly that shit sounds? You better be gearing up and not looking at fucking Hidden Colors. That shit ain't gonna do shit for you. Learn self-defense. Learn how to fucking protect yourself. That's more important than watching some bullshit B-rated fucking full of shit ass fucking documentary that you wasted your fucking money on. This nigga's laughing at you every time you buy a copy of that shit. And there's people out here that's still waiting on their free copy for donating money to help him create it. But you know what he does? As soon as they mention it in the comment section or email or some kind of other fucking way, he blocks them. He blocks them. Now, he the one said that he would give them a free copy. So all they doing is asking him a question about, hey, where's my fucking copy at? And he blocks them. He stops communicating with them. But as long as they have something good to say, oh, he'll respond and, you know, he might even give you a fucking shout out. Start asking him some hard to answer questions. Hard for him to answer questions. And see what happens. He will block you. I see we got some trolls in the fucking chat for asking questions? That's a troll? Oh, okay. So apparently there's a new definition for this thing called troll, ladies and gentlemen. A troll now is a person that will ask you questions that will end your fucking career. Questions that you can't answer. Now you are automatically a troll. Because you shouldn't ask them any questions. You should just let all this bypass you. And play stupid and play dumb and act like you don't see it going on. And never try to warn anyone. Never try to find out the truth. And just let them keep doing the same thing that you've been doing for 20 years. Ripping your asses off. One by one, you niggas are done. I tried to tell you. You didn't believe me. You didn't believe me. I'm at war with each and every one of you. I'm going to make sure that you are off YouTube permanently. Every last one of you. Willie D is just the fucking start. That's just the fucking start. Every last one of you niggas, I'm telling you, watch out for me. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming in a bad way. I'm trying to tell you. Your channel will be terminated. On Facebook, YouTube, on the fucking internet, period. The only way that you can stay in existence with this fucking bullshit so-called knowledge is if you preach it at your own fucking home, within your own walls, to your own motherfucking family. And that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever wondered why these niggas' families aren't speaking up about their so-called vast knowledge? Notice how none of their families are communicating with you, giving you some assurance that, you know what, I pay attention to this too, and it's helping my life, and it's improving my life. I give money in the form of donations, to him too, even though he might be my cousin, he might be my brother, he might be my son, he might be my father, some assurance that this is not a fucking scam. But notice, their family members, they're nowhere to be seen when it comes to any of this fucking rhetoric or fucking information. That's a sign. That's a big warning sign to you. Something wrong with this. And I'll tell you exactly what it is. Because this is a hustle. And they understand that this is a hustle. They understood it because this motherfucker explained it to them. And let them know, listen, look, I found a way to get this fucking money, get this paper, All I got to do is create a couple of YouTube videos every now and then, about 3 or 4 times a week, and act like I care about this and act like I care about that. Beg for money all the while. Create a couple of documentaries, beg for money, so that they can help me create it, and then put it on sale also too, and take that money also too. I mean, money hand over fist. And you are sitting here seeing everything that I'm seeing, but somehow you can't see what I see. Somehow you cannot see that this man is ripping you off. Willie D decided years ago that this YouTube hustle pays off. He watched Griff do it. And he said, you know what? I can do it, but a slightly different way with the same results. Get that money. Because I'm well known, people already trust me from the gate. So I'll create a couple of YouTube channels. I'll talk about all the bad shit that's happening all around us. And I'll have a connection with the people. This will make them feel comfortable to give me money. Because they'll think I'm just like one of them. I haven't changed. This nigga was desperate, just like every other fucking washed up celebrity that lost everything, that's fucking broke. And they decided that, you know what, this is going to be my rejuvenation. This will be the thing that will start to generate money once again. But you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. People are catching on to this. And they're pissed, they're angry, and they are retaliating. Before we can fight the enemy, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to repeat this because I want you to understand what I'm saying. Before we can fight the outside enemy, we have to get rid of the inside enemies. We have to get rid of these motherfuckers that don't give a fuck. That's playing both sides. That's trying to capitalize off every bad thing that's happening out here that concerns us. And they are the worst kind of an enemy because they're acting as if they are really one of us. But in the reality, they're not one of us. They want to make the money off your misery and the tragedies that we go through. And they pretend to be your fucking friend. Listen, they don't give two fucks about you. I'm telling you right now, they don't. Willie D, I'm glad your fucking channel was down. And I hope it stays down. If by some fucking miracle that you're able to pump up this fucking extra channel, I can guarantee you that channel will be taken down too. And every other fucking channel that you are associated with. But don't worry, it won't be just you. You're not being singled out. Every fucking fraud that exists on fucking YouTube and other platforms, you're coming off of it. I can guarantee you. And if you don't believe me, you're going to wake up one morning and you're going to find out your channel is done. Done, son. No more talk.